evening and welcome to my channel. My name is Faye and this is Fairy Floss Creates, a YouTube channel all about cross stitch, embroidery, crafting of all different types. But today I'm going to start my stash dive series, and a few people asked me in one of the last couple of videos if I would start showing off where I keep my stash, what I've got there, my books, have a bookshelf tour, that kind of thing. So I thought, let's get into it. So for my first one, I was completely inspired by Amy Taylor's HAED collection a couple of weeks ago that she put on YouTube. It looks so good, and actually for me that's probably the best thing to start off with at the moment. My stash in general is very, well, it's not very tidy. I've got a lot of things to sort through still, so I think I will leave that for another time. But to begin with, I thought it'd be a really great idea to show off my HAED collection so far. So I have got a couple of HAED whips. I've got a stack of charts that I've bought in the past, and I've also got a few on my wish list to show you. Now, I am suffering with a bit of a sore throat. I've had this for quite a few days now, so apologies if I have to pause the video at any point, have a quick cough behind one of my whips. It's just the way these things go, but you know, I'm feeling a bit better today anyway, so I really wanted to get on here and show you my HAED collection. So let us start with my whips. I have got two HAEDs on the go. One is progressively further than the other one. So the first one I'm going to show you, you'll have seen quite a lot on my floss tube updates and probably also on my Instagram as well, is Minnie the Fortune Teller. Now, three guesses where I got that design. That cat is pretty much the spitting image of Marley, so it just seemed such a great stitch to do. So this is by Minnie the Fortune Teller by Lisa Parker, and this is the mini one. So it's a smaller, more compact design, but when you say small, they still come out pretty big. I mean, let me show you how much I've done so far. So I'm currently working on page two. So page one rounded off about there at the edge of the ear, so that was all page one, and now this is page two. So I'm working on the sky to finish, and then I've just got some more of the cat to do as well, and his face and his ears, and that is going to be page one and page two complete. And then I have the first, if I put it in the light from here, I can see so many cat hairs. The first page here I stitched going down in columns, and then so I've got all these columns at the bottom now to start stitching on when I do it again. I'm not sure how much I liked doing it this way, because I feel like now I have got an awful lot to sort out down here, and don't ask me why my floss is so long as well. I've got no idea how I've managed to make it that long. And then for this one I ended up just taking one page and doing it colour by colour more or less, and then for the ear I'm just starting from the top of the ear and going out in each different colour and just working down the columns a little bit there as well. But I'm trying to finish off threads rather than having, because I just think they're probably going to get quite damaged that they're just sort of sitting here. I don't know whether to actually just chop the end off and work them from a shorter length to begin with now. So yeah, I'm so happy with the progress on this. It comes together so nicely. When you do a few squares of it, you're thinking, oh gosh, this is going to take forever. But then when you get this far and you start seeing the picture coming to life, then you just realise why you like your HAEDs. So this is my first whip. Now the second whip is nowhere near as developed, and the second whip is excuse me, Reading Time by Randall Spangler. So I'll do a close-up of the gorgeous pattern. I mean, three guesses why I chose this one as well. I mean, who doesn't want this in their library at home? So it's just so cute, all these little animals reading. So I purchased that when it first got released, which was 2020, and I purchased this in the full size Now I have seen people on Instagram doing this in the miniature, and it does look really, really good in miniature. Kind of regret not getting it in miniature, but it's going to look awesome. If it's really, really big and it's in the library, it's going to look absolutely amazing. So like I say, there's not a great deal of work on this just yet, but this is where I'm up to. I have done the tiniest bit. You can just see those leaves starting to form. Now, why have I only done a tiny bit of this, even though I love it so much? Because I had an issue with Pattern Keeper. When I transferred, I didn't realise that you could save it, transfer it over. I got a new tablet, and then I lost everything that I'd saved. So, I mean, it's not actually going to take that long for me to go onto Pattern Keeper and tick off all the bits that I've done. But at the same time, it's quite a big job, isn't it? So my promise to myself is when I've completed page 2 of Mini Fortune Teller, I'm going to put that away, out of sight, and then I'm going to get reading time out, and I'm going to tick it all off on Pattern Keeper and just get it going again, and aim for, I don't know what a percentage 1% is, I don't know. I'm going to aim for a percentage anyway. I'm going to give myself a nice little target and start the ball rolling on reading time, because it will look really, really nice when it's done. So there, that is my 2 whips. Now there's so many others that I kind of want to start, but I feel like I should get some more done on the 2 that I've already got for now. Because, you know, it's a lot of Q snaps, it's a lot of extra money and time and stuff. So I'm happy with what I've got going, and then maybe when I've got a bit further on them, I'll reward myself with starting a 3rd one. So now I'm going to show you my pile of patterns that I've got. They're in no particular order. I think I've just run them all off on the computer now, so I've got a nice little collection of them. So the first one I'm going to show you is A Christmas Night by Alexandra Garilova, and this was a freebie that was offered on, I think the Facebook page sent us to the Heaven and Earth Design website, and it's this really pretty winter house lit up. It's gorgeous. Now, I'm not sure how I feel about stitching, I say a lot of white, but actually when you look at that, it's much more blue than white. So it will be a really, really nice one to stitch at some point. It is absolutely gorgeous, and that Christmas tree just really stands out. So maybe on Christmas I will get that started. The second one I really want to get started. I think this might be, now I did say this year it was going to be a Jolly July start, and I never did it, but maybe this year it will be the year that this is a Jolly July start. This is Mini A Christmas Carol. Now, I absolutely love the story of A Christmas Carol. Working in a school, our students do it for one of their GCSE texts, and you end up knowing the whole thing back to front. I absolutely live for the Muppets Christmas Carol at Christmas, and I love stories of redemption. I love it. It's just such a great feeling. I love Christmas Carol. Just to justify that, I do. And I can't wait to start stitching this one, actually. This is artwork by Dean Morrissey, and it's just this beautiful little street scene of Scrooge and some carol singers. And yeah, I think maybe I might pitch that for a Jolly July start next year, because how big is it? It's 395 wide by 225 high, so it's 15, 3.5 by 9 inches. Now I'm not sure how that would look tent stitched. Please let me know in the comments below how you feel people show up in tent stitch, because I'm not sure if tent stitch would lend itself to something. I've never done it on a HAED before, but I'm not sure if it would lend itself something more to a landscape like that, or if something with people would work tent stitch. I'm just not the expert on this. I just don't know if the carol singers would lose their features if it was just half a stitch, or if it would just look like a nice sort of watercolour painting, or what. Just let me know in the comments below what you think. Is it worth doing people on Heaven and Earth designs intent, or should I stick to full crosses for those designs? So next is another good one. This is Mini Hocus Pocus by Lisa Parker, and this will be the friend for the fortune teller. And all I want to do is stitch those curtains. That's the whole reason I think really that I bought this pattern, is those curtains are just absolutely gorgeous. I just can't wait to get started on them. Never mind the cat, it's the curtains I'm all about on that one. So that's Mini Hocus Pocus, again by Lisa Parker. And I guess once I've finished Fortune Teller, I'll move on to Hocus Pocus after that. So next one. This was the first, well, it's a story about this. This is the first Heaven and Earth design that I thought I'd bought. And I got this probably about 2 years ago during the pandemic, when I started getting inspired by all these things. And this is the story keep of Once Upon a Time. And if I do it close up, you'll see it's got a gorgeous castle and fairies and a dragon and a princess and mushrooms and just lots of beautiful whimsical things. And I bought this because it was a story keep, and I know they're a little bit smaller to do, and I thought this is also going to look really, really nice around all my bookshelves and things. But of course I decided to start the full-size Randall Spangler instead. Really do kind of wish that I'd started on the story keep, because I know that they do come together quite nicely and quite quickly. I've seen other people's done, but potentially that might get started next year, because I do, oh, it's just really, really nice. So the next one on my pile is, then when I watched Amy's, I thought it was just so nice to see her collection of patterns, and it'd be so cool if other people did Heaven and Earth design stash dives, because I think we've all just got such different tastes, and it's just really nice to see like what different people get drawn to when they go on that site, because it's such an amazing, if you're not sure what Heaven and Earth design is, by the way, Heaven and Earth Designs is a cross stitch company that design all full coverage cross stitches, mostly taken from artists, although Michelle does have a few HAED originals on there, and it's got such an eclectic selection of artwork. It's just so amazing. You can spend hours, I'm not kidding, the amount of bus rides in the morning on my way to work I've spent just scrolling up and down on Heaven and Earth designs is a bit nuts actually, but it's what you do, isn't it, on a cold damp November morning. So the next one is another freebie. This was put up, must have been last year this was put up, and this is The Deep Blue Sea by John Enright, and this is gorgeous. I really, really want to do a sea pattern at some point, and when I saw that this one was going for free, I was like, right, well, that saves me lots of pondering over which one to get. So I picked this one up. It's got all these little sea turtles in, and so many different fish and plants and dolphins. It's gorgeous. It's got rays at the top as well, a couple of sharks, and that's going to be a really, really nice one to kit up eventually and get started. So the next one I picked up is a Ciro Marchetti. Now I've got this with the 88 colours, and because I'm watching Darren from Dizzy Stitcher, and if you do want to see a HAED collection, go and watch his whip parades. Like seriously, he's got so many on the go, it's incredible. And I'm watching him every week work on his Ciro Marchetti of tigers, supersized tiger family of the jungle, I think it is. And I'm absolutely fascinated watching it come to life. Excuse me, all the different animals standing out. It's amazing just watching his weekly progress on it. And so I picked up Downtown by Ciro Marchetti. However, I mean, that is absolutely gorgeous. It's just such a beautiful design, a beautiful building, hot air balloons. It's so whimsical and magical. It looked great in a hallway or something. However, I am pondering whether to upgrade to the maximum colours, because after watching how his has stood out, then I am tempted to get a second copy of that, but in the bigger, yeah, all the colours. So this is what I'm not planning on doing just yet. I've got lots of other things that I'd quite like to do first, but it's there and it's on my pile. Now, this next one, somehow I found this in my inbox from a very long time ago. So apparently I have been on the Heaven and Earth designs in a past life as well, which I just didn't realise. So my history with cross stitch is that I've stitched for years and years, but I've always done kits. And I seem to remember in the early noughties sort of finding all these forums with people that cross stitch. And I remember Heaven and Earth design coming up here, there and everywhere on that. And I think I must have just got this link off somebody and got this freebie of a Heaven and Earth design and just never actually done anything with it. And then I found it when I just typed in Heaven and Earth into my emails to try and find some of my other things that I hadn't downloaded. This came up as well from, like, I think, was it 2010 or something, which is pre me realising that there's a whole world of cross stitch out there beyond kits. So obviously at some point in a past life I found this. So it's not available on the site anymore. I checked. It's Donna Gelsinger. It's a freebie and it's You Make My Heart Melt, and these two little happy penguins just smiling at each other. And it's a tiny chart. It's only 7.5 or 7 1/8 wide by 5 3/8 inches high. So yeah, it's like a little picture. It's tiny, tiny, tiny. So I'm really looking forward at some point to stitching that, because it shouldn't hopefully take too long and it's super cute. So yeah, that's my random find of the year. Was that apparently I wanted to do Heaven and Earth designs years ago, which brings me to Amy Stewart. This was a gift from one of my YouTube subscribers. She sent it me in an email and I was really, really chuffed to receive this. And it's Large Treasure Hunt Bookshelf. Now, these Amy Stewarts are absolutely beautiful. I know that Stitchy Gem is doing the animal one, and I've seen other people work on the world one and some of the others, and I can't wait to have a go at this bookshelf. I just think it'll be so nice watching it develop row by row, and you just, as you're stitching it or as you're looking at it, you just spot so many different things going on in there as well. So yeah, that one is the Treasure Hunt Bookshelf. So once again, I will look forward at some point to setting that up, and thank you so much to my subscriber who sent me that one. And the last, is this the last one? Yeah, this is the last one on my pile. So I haven't got a pile as big as some people's, but this is enough to keep me going for a while, isn't it, to be fair? I know what I like. I've got a few on my wish list as well. I know what I want to start in the next 12 months or so, and I know what can just kind of wait until I've got some others finished or some progress on some others as well. And this I can't wait to do. I absolutely love this. I've bought this full or standard size, should I say. I was tempted by the miniature, but then I just thought, actually, if I'm already doing a Randall Spangler standard size, I should do this one the same as well. So this is Randall Spangler's Crazy Cat Lady. I mean, couldn't be more me really, could it? It's so cool. I absolutely love this one. I just think it's so cute. That's me in the middle with all my cats and my little what they call these little kitchen boards. I'd love one of those one day. So yeah, this is my last one that I've got so far. But of course, there has to be a wish list. So I've done a lot of scrolling recently on my bus in the cold, damp November rain, and this has kept me pretty happy. So excuse me, hopefully I'll come back on and do a video on Sunday on Monday. Let's just hope that this horrid little croaky throat thing has vamoosed by then, because it's really getting on my nerves now. Oh no, not in there. So let me just get up the Heaven and Earth Design website, and here we are. This is, I'm going to zoom in, make them nice and big. I think I've got about 6 designs on my wish list, so again, not millions, just some to look forward to and treat myself to next time there's a sale. So this first one, I don't think I can tell you the artist without going onto the main page. No, I can't, but the names are there, so you can see the names. So this is Luna Sarnat, and it's this absolutely gorgeous sort of patchwork cat behind the moon. I think the colours are absolutely wonderful on that. I love it. I think it's just so sort of rustic and bohemian, and it's a really, really nice style. So that's my first one. And then my second one is, I know that this is Amy Stewart, and this is MacArthur's Park. Now, I've got a bit of a history with MacArthur's Park, and if you watched my Q&A video, you'll know that history. But it'd just be so cool to actually stitch something that is based around MacArthur's Park. Now, this comes in full colour, like 250 colours as well, which I just think would really enhance it. Tempted, really, really tempted. I think it's absolutely beautiful artwork. You can't see it very well here, but it's some chap and this little woman under a tree, and then there's a castle in the background, and it's not Amy Stewart, it's Josephine Wall, I think. Either or, I can't remember. So that's my second one. Now my third one I love. This is Randall Spangler. This is Minnie a Van Gogh Night. Now I am tempted to purchase this in the next sale and make this my first tent stitch one, because I think this would be really, really suited to tent stitch, because it's already Van Gogh, it's already wishy-washy colours, and I just think it would look really, really nice in tent stitch. So yeah, I love that. What a lovely design. So Minnie a Van Gogh Night. The next one in my wish list is a quick stitch of this Mayan parrot. This is possibly Ciro Marchetti, but I can't promise that. I'm not too sure, to be honest. But I spotted it, and I really, really like his colours. He's so vibrant and beautiful, and it's just the kind of artwork that stand out really nice in a kitchen, or just in a little hallway or something. Yeah, I love it. It stands out. And it's not just a parrot as well. If you look closely, there's a chameleon on the side as well. Or a lizard, I'm not too sure. The next one, I just think is super cute. This is Amy Stewart, and this is Ye Olde Craft Room Quick Stitch. Apparently it's Max Colours as well. And it's a very cute little Marley looking cat on a Singer sewing machine. And how nice would that be when I've got my craft room set up one day to just have a little cat looking over me. So that's my next one. And then this one, this is Ciro Marchetti, and I am so tempted to get one, because like I say, I love watching Darren Dizzy Stitch's progress every week, and this one is absolute. This picture doesn't do it justice, it's very pixelated, but this one is absolutely gorgeous. This is called Shangri-La, and it's just got loads of different animals. It's got this beautiful woman under this sort of temple thing. It's got ships in the background. It's got beautiful colourway. Yeah, that is definitely on my to-do list at some point. And then finally, now this is my unicorn. This, if there's ever a Heaven and Earth Design unicorn for me, it would be this one. And if you're on the Heaven and Earth Design Facebook group, somebody has just completed this, and I think she's done the supersized max colour, and it's just absolutely stunning. And this is Sanctuary of Knowledge by Randall Spangler, and it's this huge beautiful library, and it's just everything I want, really. When I've got a beautiful big reading room of my own, like, why would you not want that hanging up? It's just, oh, it's absolutely stunning. Like, the detail, the books on the shelves. And I think after seeing hers, you realise how well the detail stands out as well. So that, oh, I've got a better picture. Hang on. I've got a better picture of it there that's not as pixelated. There's like two lovely little people sitting in chairs, fairies around. It's glorious. So yeah, that is my unicorn. That is my heaven and earth design dream, that one day I will stitch that. So that is my heaven and earth design collection. I really hope you enjoyed exploring that with me. I know it's not the biggest one in the world. I'm sure some people could film this video and it'd be like a feature-length movie. I'm sure you could beat Titanic, some of you, but especially Darren. I'd love to see Darren do this. I mean, Amy's was long. But yeah, if you want to share your heaven and earth design hauls, then I would love to see yours as well. Please let me know if you enjoyed this video. Please let me know which part of my collection you would like to see next. I really would like to start a little mini series of stash dives. I think it's a really fun way of just showing off what I do, what I like, and also my taste as well. I think you get a really good idea of different people's. I think I just got cut off then. I'm not too sure why, but yeah, I'm back. Please let me know what you thought. Please like, please subscribe, and please ring the bell so you get notifications when my next videos come up. Come and see me on Instagram. Drop me some messages down below. Let me know which you think I should stitch next of these patterns. Let me know what you think I should get off my wish list next, and I shall see you hopefully at the weekend. Keep smiling, keep stitching. Have a good one. Bye.